Hey, what's up, guys? This is O Jordan. I thought I'd get on the internet and make a video on Jimmer Fredette and how I think he's going to be in the NBA. Jimmer Fredette is a four-year senior out of BYU. He currently has his team in the Sweet 16. Here's a kid, came out of a small town in New York, made a contract agreement with his brother, signed his name, said that he was going to work every day as hard as he can to make it to the NBA. Just a feel good story. Came to BYU, had 4 years, has had a really good season. He's up for Player of the Year, and hopefully he could get in a Final Four appearance. It doesn't look that likely, but anything's possible in the college ranks. I wanted to talk more specifically about how he's going to be after college because I've been on the internet a lot, researching a lot of articles, and man, I'll tell you, they're really dogging on Jimmer. They're saying he's not athletic enough and he doesn't play defense. So first, I want to cover the defense part. I don't think a lot of point guards in the NBA do play defense. I think defense for the point guards is really watered down. For perimeter players in general, you can't hand check certain things. You can't do. You lay a finger, you lay a body on a guy, it's a foul right away. So I don't think that really matters too much. I don't see a lot of point guards playing defense, anyways. I'm from Toronto. We got Jose Calderon playing defense out here. The Raptors aren't that good of a team, but if Jose Calderon could be a starting point guard on a team, he's actually a starting point guard on the Spanish national team, the second best team in the world. Uh, and he plays absolutely no defense. I don't understand what this whole debate about defense is about. I think in today's game, it's team defense, team defense, team defense. That's how Steve Nash stays on the floor. He rotates well, gets charges. He doesn't block shots. He doesn't get that many steals, but he knows where to be at the right time. So now I want to swing over more to athleticism. Now a lot of people say Jimmer Fredette's slow. He's got no vertical. He's not going up, throwing down Steve Francis dunks. But I do think one thing that Jimmer Fredette has, and this is going to sound kind of odd, and I need you to follow with me, is that he has great feet. Now, I was watching a game with Jimmer Fredette, and the commentator said something to the point of his feet are ambidextrous. So, for you guys that don't know what ambidextrous is, it's well, I'm going to say with your hands, being able to use your left hand as well as your right hand to do various things. One person I could be looked at as ambidextrous in the NBA is David Lee. Around the rim, he finishes a lot with his left and his right. LeBron James, I think, writes with his left hand, shoots with his right hand, stuff like that. So this commentator said that Jimmer Fredette's feet were ambidextrous, that no matter what position he puts himself in, he never looks awkward, and his feet can always move accordingly. A lot of scouts also rag on his ball handling, but I don't think ball handling is that big of an issue, especially when you're trying to get by a guy. I think it's more of how you set him up with your feet. And since Jimmer has great feet, he does a lot of ladder drills like you see the NFL guys do. He can almost take two steps to the right, then switch over to the left, hit a spin move, then back up and shoot a jumper. When you see him play, he's smooth to the point that when he gets to one side, he could automatically square his body up, and that's how he hits a lot of his jumpers, squaring his body up. And that comes from his feet because he's able to move his feet at such fast and precise, accurate motions that his shoulders are always squared to the basket. I think that's a big thing with his athleticism that scouts don't look at. They look at his speed and other things. I guess quickness, but I think he's pretty quick. He's got good feet. That's what I've seen because I've seen a lot of his games. Uh, as to the speed and the quickness and all that, you have to test him on that. I personally don't know. You have to do the drills that they do at the combines. Now, Jimmer Fredette also has been. They say that he's not that good of a passer. He's a shooting guard mentality type point guard, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. But he could also pass the ball. He's had games with 7 assists, 8 assists. Finding guys on the wings. I think he finds guys, but they sometimes don't make the shot. Like the last game against Gonzaga, he found wide open. I think it was Collinsworth Chris Collinsworth underneath the rim, and he pretty much just fanned on the shot, missed it. I think Jimmer Fredette can find people. I think it's just the fact of them finishing off the play why he doesn't get that many assists. I want to talk about one positive about Jimmer that everyone can agree on is his shooting. He's a great shooter. He could do it in the NBA if he could do it. If not necessarily if you could do it in college, you could do it in the NBA, but he does it at college at a high rate, so you could probably do it in the NBA. The reason why you see his pull-ups work so well and get that much space is because of his great feet. Um, all scouts will say that he is a great shooter, uh, and I just want a good kid like this deserves a chance. You know, a good hardworking kid that pretty much brought this BYU like his freshman season. They went to the NCAA tournament, first round gone. Second, his sophomore season, first round gone. His junior season last year, second round gone, and now he's in the Sweet 16. So he's always moving up, always working harder, always trying to get better. I think you can't go wrong with a kid like this on your team. He's always going to work hard. So why wouldn't you take that chance on that kid? You know, you see a lot of players that are drafted with potential, but they're lazy as hell. They don't even work, and they just go to waste. You know, you got a guy like Julian Wright is on the Raptors now. He was a pretty high draft pick. They were looking, oh, this guy's unreal, blah blah. You never really amounted to anything. You know, he was picked the same time at the same position as DeMar DeRozan, ninth or eighth, and look at DeMar now. He's playing really well. I think you got to pick character and skill, and I think Jimmer has a good combination of both. I think that he is going to work hard. I think that he will do good in the NBA. So you know what? You guys let me know what you think. I'm going to sign off, and I'll talk to you guys.